No, Hyman is a real big piss off.
Well, I think we were prepared to be disappointed.
I know. I even asked you, I think yesterday, I said the 3 bubble players, Hyman,
Bouchard,
Nuge, and Bouchard, what's the over-under? 0.5. And you said under.
Yeah.
And you were right.
Not surprising to you?
No, it wasn't surprising to me. I think Hockey Canada is a bit too loyal to certain players in the NHL, and I think they should run a few more risks when they make these teams. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't really go wrong. You're picking the Canadian hockey team. They're all really, really good players. But some decisions that were made, I don't really love, like bringing back all 8 defensemen. I think there was other guys who fully deserve to be on that team. Like Jacob Chikrin's having a great season. Bouchard's turned the season around. Like you talk about how Connor McDavid, and like this isn't a shot at Devon Taves, but like how does Cale McCarr get his running mate to go to these competitions, but Zach Hyman never makes a team for Connor McDavid, and they force him to play with Mark Stone. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me when they make decisions like that. And Jordan Binnington, I really couldn't care less what you've done for Canada in the past. You are literally the worst goaltender in the NHL, and somehow you made this team again.
Do we not see that, like, Hockey Canada lets the management be too loyal to their team's players as well? Like, Parayko was probably on the brink of not making the team. He makes it. Binnington probably shouldn't have made the team. He makes it. And then you look at Tampa Bay, and there's 3 guys there that, like, if you were to truly say over under how many should make this team, I think you're looking at maybe 1, possibly 2, but not 3.
Okay, I have a question before you get into that. Is it possible for players to be asked to be on Team Canada, and would any of them ever say no, or is this like one of the highest honors?
Yeah. I think with the Olympics being so rare for NHLers during this last generation, like none of them will say no. Even Doug Armstrong said for the guys that are on the reserve list, they still have to keep doing the testing and everything to prove that they can still be part of the team if they get called up. And he asked them if they still wanted to do it, and every single player said yes.
Okay.
So it is like the highest honor you can get, winning an Olympic gold, again, especially in like an era like this. But yeah, I think Hockey Canada is running into a bit of a problem like that, I would say, for the loyalty towards those players whose coaches and GMs are part of this process too. I just don't really understand why, again, Binnington's going, but like Colton Parayko, like you said, I think Colton Parayko's been a really good player throughout his career, and I don't want it to be taken the wrong way, but like, I don't think you need Parayko and Travis Sanheim. I think you can probably find a different guy to replace Parayko, and there's obviously, they want to build an actual, like, NHL roster, I guess you could say, and not just like, well, this is our Canadian all-star team. They want to have guys fit certain roles, and I understand that, but I think there's other guys who like you can play on the penalty kill. It's not just always about blocking shots, and that's like can't be your only role on this team. So I think even someone like Thomas Harley as well, like Pete DeBoer, is still part of this process. Like he only played for Team Canada last at the Four Nations because Shea Theodore got injured, and he was the only guy who wasn't on vacation, basically. And now all of a sudden he's on the Olympic team. Like that doesn't really add up to me. I think when you look at his numbers as well, they're not very impressive. And again, like if we just want to talk about the Oilers players, like Evan Bouchard is better than half this blue line. And I think he's just so disrespected in the way people talk about his defensive game. Like his numbers are right up where with some of the best in the NHL. And we all know what he can do in the playoffs. There's very few players ahead of him in most record books and on like points per game and stuff like that by a defenseman. And I just don't understand why he's so disrespected. Well, actually, I do fully understand it. It's because he makes his mistakes from time to time. And they ended up in the back of the net and they cost the Oilers. But he hasn't done it for a while. Like he made the one against Buffalo, but other than that, he's been pretty solid here for a couple of months. And I think his playoff resume should show up and prove how elite of a defenseman he actually is. But he didn't make it. I didn't really think he was ever going to make it. I just wanted to try to force my will onto this team for him to make the roster.
So, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilers Nation YouTube channel. Freaking nailed it!